How do you deal with your wife saying you can't have an opinion because you are a man? Serious question, I'm just curious. Just had a conversation with my wife and it came up watching a TikTok that a woman was getting revenge on a man by fucking his dad as revenge. My opinion was that I think she is complete trash for doing so, because if the role was reversed and it was me, I would just simply move on and take the L, not try to fuck the girl's friends or mom. Though my wife says I can't have an opinion on it because I'm a man. Does this make sense to you guys? Like, I think you are a bad person if that is your initial response no matter what gender you are. Cold sweat smile. I tell her we can agree to disagree, but she just says no because I am a man and I can't have an opinion on it. Lol, help. What do you guys think? That flag is so red it reinvented the color red. Why the fuck did you marry someone like that? She condones getting revenge by fucking your dad. I repeat, she condones getting revenge by fucking your dad. It's degrading every time you hear this for any opinion. Just remind her your opinion on her at the start is the reason you both are married. Smile. If ever a red flag existed. Your wife is a sexist dumbass. She is wrong. Everyone can have an opinion on everything. It's exactly that, an opinion. Nothing more, nothing less. You married a crazy person. Have you considered having sex with her mother? Seems to me, she's of the opinion this would be an acceptable response, and you're clearly not in a place to disagree. The first red flag was marrying a woman who spends her time browsing TikTok. Is she 14? Lol, you're in for it, buddy. Ask what subjects woman can't have an opinion on due to the fact they are woman. I'm interested if it goes both ways. You get better at arguing and shut that shit down. Lol. I'd go at her for trying to discredit my point of view rather than actually addressing it. Then when she ignored that, keep expounding on my own point. You will absolutely piss her off, but you'll also win the argument. Never stick your dick in crazy. If my wife did that kind of shit I wouldn't have married her. Man shrugging. I've been told I'm not allowed to have an opinion because I'm a man many times, but never by my wife. Saying something like that demonstrates a distinct lack of emotional maturity and consequently the inability to analyze your own thoughts, opinions, and behaviors. Divorce. Anyone who says something like this is incapable of defending their opinion and therefore will find any excuse to discredit you without confronting the actual comments one makes. The idea that you can't have an opinion on a situation based on your gender is ludicrous. Everyone has an opinion and your wife just doesn't agree with yours. Instead of coming up with valid reasons, she is being dismissive of you based on an unrelated thing like gender. That's an extremely toxic way of thinking. I would be fuming if anyone said that to me. Based on your comments in this thread, you two deserve each other. Thanks for taking the L so nobody else has to. She's trying to say that you don't understand why that woman is acting in an irrational way because you are a man. But it's completely false. Wrong behavior is inexcusable regardless of gender. Your wife has a broken moral compass due to feminism. Keep an eye on her and your dad at family get-togethers. Ask her why your opinion is invalid and hers isn't for a start. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt to see what her thought process is, if any. Because right now, your wife is sounding a tad bigoted, my man. Get a new wife. Well, you do, so obviously she's wrong. File for divorce. I don't deal with that because I didn't marry a bigot. Lol. Good luck. She really doesn't want to admit you're right, does she? Could you have sex with her mum and then tell her she's not allowed an opinion on that? I mean, that might escalate the situation, but at least you'd get closure. Your wife is a misandrist, female version of misogynist, and that is a completely stupid rebuttal. Regardless what topic or opinion you're expressing, you're valid for expressing it. I bet my whole ballsack that she is like this in every aspect, disrespecting your input for simply being male, even if she's more subtle in other ways. This reads like straight out of R that happened. Damn. I opened this thinking it would be something like you aren't allowed an opinion on how painful childbirth is. I'm not sure how I would react, as this is really quite daft on her part. As it's a wife and presumably she is generally pretty sound, I would probably just troll her. I think there are questions where input from other genders is not welcome until asked for, and that's true for all genders, not just males. Having said that, the specific situation in your question is not one of them. You're in deep shit. Well, to each their own. IG. The only possible answer to someone stating this fucking garbage out of their mouth is, fuck you. Y'all probably need to get off TikTok. Eventually you will come across something that will create unneeded tension in your relationship. I think there are some topics, such as reproductive rights, where your gender should impact the weight of your opinion. This ain't one of them. Gonna have to chalk this one up to toxic wokeness, i.e. using your perceived and generally agreed upon adversity to cut off a conversation, be didactic and to declare yourself morally right. She's totally in the wrong. Want to show her? Find a clip somewhere about a guy getting revenge on a woman, and tell her she can't have an opinion because she's a woman. When she flips her shit about it, and she will, ask her why she gets to have one but you didn't. Her answer will be a variation on, "It's different," which is bullshit and a double standard. What do we think? I think you start planning on that divorce. Too much modern-day feminism. Complete nonsense. I'm a woman, by the way. That's such an unhealthy mindset. Would it be okay for someone to say, well, they can't have an opinion because they're black? Fuck no. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion. She would fuck your dad in revenge. You really married her? She must be smokin' hot. Next time tell her she's not allowed to have an opinion because she's a woman. And #X200B. This is popular with third-wave feminism. If you go along with this, she will lose all respect, attraction for you. State, not ask, that you will have an opinion regardless of what anyone thinks. Edit. I refuse to believe a red flag this huge as the first one she raised. You clearly didn't vet this woman before you married her. This shitty situation is partly on you. Don't wed just any woman that will fuck you. I think there are situations where a man should probably keep his opinions to himself. A fair example: I don't need any man trying to tell me his thoughts on menstrual cramps or labor pains. I'm a woman, for reference. This TikTok is not one of those cases. Sounds like you stumbled through the bushes and found the start of the path marked couples therapy and divorce. You guys got kids? If not, run now. It means she is incapable of intelligent discourse, and thus not your intellectual equal. That flag is red, man, real red.